Yeah, speaking about a lot of fun, we're about to have some, and the countdown looks like we're off. Alright, let's see where these guys go.
It looks like we do have stage names up this time around, so we're gonna actually have a much more solid routed stage selections this time. As Siberian Bull and Daggy go to Flash first, Squidman goes to Quick first, and Stuffing, a little unorthodox but not too surprising, going to Metal Man stage. All three of these stages are very short and very simple to deal with and have quick energy tanks to get, which makes routing these three stages and going to these stages first very key.
Right, yeah, you always want to grab those energy tanks first in case you run into some gnarly boss or of some sort, somebody that'll give you some troubles, or hey, even some of the enemies in the stages, you know, takes a lot of buster shots sometimes, those enemies HP is randomized, so sometimes, yeah, you want the main tanks, you want, just in case, you know, the less you die, the better off you are. As these runners are making their way to the end of their first stages. Looks like probably Daggett and Siberian Bull being the first to the gate. Both of these guys going for the top E tanks here on Flash. Squidman traversing, Quick, and yeah, Stuff making his way to the end of Metal.
Siberian Bull is about to showcase our first Robot Master. It's Woodman in Flash Room. Let's see how he acts. Very slow leaf shield falls. This should be very easy to plug away at Woodman, while since his shield does not come back up until the leaves fall. And we got a very easy Airman in Metal Room. One of the things about Airman in Metal Man's room is that you can actually slow down the air tornadoes as long as you're on the ground with the conveyor belts. And not only that, he got item 3 from that stage. So actually, Stuffing Things made some pretty wise starting choice.
Yeah, I saw the item 3 and Stuffing Things. I didn't see if any of the other runners picked up anything. As Stuffing Things and Squid both end up in Flash stage. Siberian Bull going to Quick next. Oh, gets caught on the laser because of the fat fan down there. That's unfortunate. That does happen though.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why in that stage, sometimes before you go down to that screen where the fan fiend is, you actually want to jump up just a little bit so you don't have to worry about dealing with the fans blowing. Unfortunately, yeah, Siberian Bull opted to skip, going for the E-Tank here since the fan fiend is in the way.
Yeah, I definitely don't blame him. That's one of those things that you're gonna have to run into that fan fiend just the right way to get past that last laser down there in order to get the E-Tank. So yeah, usually if you see those, probably a good idea.
At least the crabs are manageable, even though they're still blocking the way. Crabs are one of the most annoying enemy sets you can find in the randomizer. Them being one shot is actually pretty nifty.
Interesting to see Daggett go Metal second, but sure enough he's there, so yeah, I mean, Metal not a bad stage to go early on, but you don't usually see it until about midpoint in the Robot Masters. Unless,
yeah,
of course...
going to Metal's a little unorthodox because most of the time you would like to have some items in order to, you know, if you know how to do the zips, or even item 2 to navigate the final straightaways to the boss room, you would like to have those to make Metal Man a little shorter.
Alright, we see Squid and Wood. Interesting. Everybody else is in Quick. Siberian Bull about to make his way out of Quick, despite the Metal Man at the end.
So we're really not seeing anything new as far as Quickman goes. Woodman is going to be completely new for most of us. And Stuffing and Daggett both having issues with the fan fiend. The Finnish Inquisition yet again strikes again.
Yes, it does, yeah. It's almost like, you know, you can jump on that second screen that Daggett just went by. You can jump at the right time and then make it past that fan fiend once you transition down, but you have to be you have to have a pretty nice jump in order to do that.
But yeah, but as a consequence, both Dagger and Stuffin elect to skip that area and will now be down in E-Tank. So now health conservation is going to be key for Stuffin, Daggett, and actually Siberian Bull, because I know Siberian Bull also skipped that as well. Anyway, Squidman going through Woodman stage, trying to do those little short zips, kind of failed the short zip on the way to the second hot dog. But right now, he's still moving on a pretty decent pace. We're going to see what the rest of Woodman stage has later on. But as we said, we already seen what Metal Man stage and Quick Man stage already hold. So right now, we're not getting to new territory with them.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell who's ahead. I think Daggett and Stuff are both on their third. Actually, everybody's on their third, but I believe they're about to kill their third Robot Master here, as Daggett's going to make it out of his third rather quickly. Sorry.
Hey, you're fine.
No pun intended. Yeah, Stuff makes it out quick. Squid's finishing his wood, and Siberian Bull having a fight with Airman here. Looks like he's going to finish up pretty nicely. He's going to pick up item 3 as well.
Daggett getting plugged by the Shotman in Bubbleman stage. One of the worst enemies you can actually possibly find in here, because of the simple fact that the Shotmen are positioned just out of screen enough where you actually get sniped in mid-air. You basically need a pretty perfect X jump in order to jump over the first fire that the Shotman shoots. Otherwise, you're gonna get popped and you're gonna be sent down the pit. No questions asked.
Oh, Squid finding item 2 in wood as he goes out. And he's moving into bubble as well. We'll see if that same issue plagues Squid that did Daggett. Siberian Bull finds himself in the air. Pretty not a bad fourth pick, I'd say.
We got Space Monkeys.
Stage over. Oh, nice. Item 2 to get across. Yeah. Nice job by Squid there.
Yeah, very good first half of Airman stage. The birds may have been a little bit of an issue, but the Space Monkeys made the first stretch very trivial. So that's really a fortunate enemy set for at least the first half. The second half is not proven to be that difficult either, of course, with the birds in the way, but the Crushers being one shot by Buster makes this just as simple. Of course, with the random damage sets, even the Crushers aren't immune to have random HP sets, so the Crusher can actually be destroyed.
Right, yeah. Yeah, sometimes they can, and then other times they do. They are invulnerable, just like some of the other enemies you run into in the randomizer. But yeah, this time it looks like I think they are. So it's always good to be able to kill those and not have to worry about them so much. Except for, of course, the Phantom hitbox that plagues them.
Siberian Bull finding Heatman, and he's a very... Man, this is going to be a long fight, while Stuffing Things fights a very weak Flashman, which we already saw Squid do. So going to Woodman seems to be the right... going to Woodman seems to be the right choice very early.
Yeah, Bull looking pretty good so far. He's got one more to take out this heat. There it is. Very nice. We'll see if he gets an item for his trouble. Meanwhile, Daggett and Squidman taking on Crash. I saw Daggett miss this screen 1 zip. Squid got it, and Stuff's gonna set it up. We'll see if Siberian Bull goes for it. I'm not sure if... I don't think he goes for zips, to be honest, though.
Siberian Bull finding the same fate that one already has, getting popped by the Shotman trying to make that one particular jumping bubble. That Shotman is going to be getting the raise today.
Yeah, definitely. He finds the pause buffer strat. We'll see if he makes it. Yes, he does.
So for right now, to reiterate, we got 2 in bubble, we got one in air, and 1 in wood. Right now, we haven't seen anything going on in crash or heat. Usually, when we have visible boss names on the stage select, since we know that where heat and crash are, those are usually saved for last, so we can hopefully get items to make those stages faster. Of course, with the fact that the actual retrieval of the items are randomized, you don't know if you're actually going to get them for these stages. For all we know, the items can be locked in heat or crash, or even both, because we still have yet to find items 1 and 3.
Yeah, look stuff and things. Looking for a weapon here. Gonna go ahead and spin the E-Tank. Squid finding his way to the boss corridor in the air. Made it through air pretty well. Siberian Bull gonna find the same crash and then Daggett. Even though having item 3, not opting for Goodwood, so it looks like 3 of our 4 runners are skipping that. And I believe, as I said earlier, I don't think Bull goes for zips, so no Goodwood on this race.
Squidman taking a nasty death on Heatman. With Heatman being as durable as he is, you definitely want to find a weakness, but you don't want to get damaged and in worst case scenario, killed in the process. Got a nasty time stopper in Squid's fight. It would have been better if the time stopper was able to be shortened and stopped, because that's the randomized attribute of the time stopper. But unfortunately, in this case, the time stopper drain is completely full, and Squidman unfortunately wasted some time while trying to dig for weaknesses. As a result, he's probably just gonna stick to Buster, not find the weakness at all.
Yeah, it looks like item 1's going to be locked in either crash or heat, if I'm keeping up correctly. We found item 3 in metal. We found item 2 in wood. And most of these guys have both of those. Siberian Bull going to get his right now. Oh, and Squid does not have item 3, so he's going to get his item 3 right now as well. Meanwhile, Stuff and Daggett are traversing through air. No problems here so far. Almost.
Just a quick note in the chat, someone asking about the music. With the music being randomized, you're going to be hearing a lot of different music in the area. For Airman stage, it's actually from Bomberman 64, the second attack. Planet Aquanet, I believe? The ocean planet Aquanet? One of my favorite themes chosen for the randomizer, by the way.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah. If anybody knows the music to this, it's definitely you. You got a pretty good encyclopedia knowledge when it comes to music in this game. Very kudos to you, sir, for that.
Well, for some of them, I mean, some of the music sources are actually pretty open access, if you know where to look.
Right.
But yeah, we got Stuff and things struggling on Heatman as well, opting to use the Buster for a very slow fight. Daggett is going to be in for the same situation as he's about to fight Heatman as well. Squidman going into the metal room where he's going to fight what should be a very easy Airman, thanks to how his tornadoes work in the conveyor rooms. But does it get a good pattern? Nah, so he's going to be a little slow. That's the pattern Squidman would have liked to see a little earlier, but that's Airman for you.
This awesome song, Legendary Wings, right?
No, Brave New World, the opening theme from Namco Cross Capcom.
Man, I really gotta not guess these things.
But yeah, with item 2 and item 3 in hand, they're gonna opt to go to Heatman stage first, because they can utilize item 2 and item 3 to make the stage much faster. You can zip in the second half with item 3, and with item 2, of course, you know you're gonna skip the Yoku blocks. And that's pretty much what everyone is opting to do.
Yeah, I think all of our runners are pretty much got everyone down except for Heat and Crash, so pretty even race here, as we see everyone in Heat.
Everyone hoping that item 1 is vanilla and is gonna be in Crash, so they can hopefully have a good item 1 and skip some of the portions in Crash Man stage. But we don't know. It's up to the randomizer to decide if item 1 is either here or they're gonna have to take the long way if Crash locks item 1. So it looks like for our 4 featured racers, it's Stuffing Things who's the first to go to the Heatman room. So we're about to see who's going to be there. Squidman is following close behind. It looks like Daggett has some issues because he's trailing a little bit behind.
Yeah, unfortunate. Those Metroids, or what is it? M302s, M734s, M and some numbers. Those guys giving us some issues. Stuff not having any issues with the boss old man there. And no item 1.
Siberian Bull having a little fun time with the bubbles, attempting to snipe the Chanky Mingers, but the bubbles are clinging to the ceiling.
Ooh, that's a rough game over there for Siberian Bull, unfortunately. Like we mentioned, he doesn't zip, so he was traversing that lower Heatman section, and or after the checkpoint. Yeah, unfortunately got caught up. Doesn't seem like item 1's doing us any favors. As I see Stuffing Things. Oh, sorry, we don't have it yet. Yeah, Stuffing Things going for and Squid both going to the elevator rooms. Which, if we had item 1, we could zip past these.
Well, fortunately, they do have item 2, so going through the area won't be too bad. Not to mention the enemies are pretty friendly. One thing you can notice in the randomizer, if you look at the very first screen of Crashman stage, you can tell what enemies are going to be in these particular moving platform sections. So yeah, the first enemies you see on the first screen, they'll be also on the moving platform sections. Just to clear that up.
Right. Yeah. That knowledge does help later on in the level, for sure. Well, Chanky Maker pause buffer for Siberian Bull. He's gonna take the damage boost the right way this time. Make it across. Oh! The Yoku block
pushing them off.
Trolled him.
But yeah, Squidman and Stuffing Things are pretty much right behind each other right now. Stuffing Things gets about a screen ahead of Squidman as they both go try to do the crash climb, both with item 3 in hand, trying to make the area as quick as paced as possible.
Right, yeah, quick E-tank for stuff. I think Squid will skip it, okay.
He needs to watch his health though. One bad hit from whatever boss it is, and he might regret not taking that E-tank.
Yeah, he's got a few of them, so hopefully it works out for him. And we'll see. Quick man in here.
Well, it should be a pretty easy quick fight because they're... Wow, what a boomerang spread! Someone on Squidman's, and that is a lot of boomerangs to be throwing. But yeah, it was a pretty easy quick man regardless. He was south weak to the Buster. And of course we find item 1 here, so all's good in the land of Squid and Stuffing Things.
Yeah, good in to the Wily stages. Right around 19 minutes from these guys. Squid literally like probably 2-3 seconds behind.
But anyway, you know what time it is. We're at Wily 1. We got color randomizations. The time for you, chat, is yet again guess that Mega Dragon's color, and as always, extra credit for that boss weakness as well. Charlie boy, you're up.
Do we really have to do this again? Oh man, this game is fun. How about, I guess purple last time, believe it or not, I would say I was kinda right. I'm gonna guess red this time with, let's see, how about Vanilla Quick? as the weakness.
I'm gonna go with one of my classic combinations. We're gonna go monochrome, and we're gonna go for metal weakness this time around.
Very nice, very nice. I like. Yeah, stuffing things literally one screen behind or ahead. Squidman one screen behind. Daggit's gonna make it out of the Robot Masters here. Looks like 2023, and Siberian Bull makes it out of heat and into Crash, his final Robot Master as well.
As Stuffing Things makes his way to the Dragon, Siberian Bull struggling just a little bit with the item 2 placement, trying to get through the moving platform section just a little quicker.
I think I want to reiterate, Siberian Bull, he's a newcomer. He just learned, he's learning this game for this tournament. This tournament was announced maybe like 2 months ago, and he came around probably, oh, very nice jump onto that item too, and the dragon is blue. But yeah, he came around maybe like 4 weeks ago, month and a half ago, so good stuff to him for being able to keep up with these runners. Just like Squid finding a quick weakness and getting out. I didn't quite see what it was. It was metal, it looks like.
Well, I got a weakness right.
Yeah, and Squid takes the lead, inches out in front of Stuffing Things here, while Daggett makes his way up the tower. Excuse me.
That's the power of randomness. Oh wow!
Oh.
Sniped by the Sniper Joe.
He's not gonna make it. He's too
Wow!
low.
Sniper Joe sniping, doing exactly what he's meant to do. Give that Sniper
curse.
Joe a raise.
Yeah, I straight commentator cursed him. Sorry, Squidman. He'll never know. Shh, don't tell him. Oh man. Yeah. Unfortunate death from Squidman. Kind of uncharacteristic as well, to be honest. That Sniper Joe can be pretty trolly, as you can see. Alright, Daggett's making his way to the dragon. We'll see how his fight goes. Hate to share the news, but I believe last race, Daggett was not restreamed, but he actually had a bunch of trouble with the dragon, so he went ahead and sat the rest of it out. But we'll see if he can fare any better this time. And Siberian Bull taking on Quickman.
Speaking of quick, man, we found that the wall weakness is actually the quick boomerangs, so that is knowledge, especially for the upcoming boobian fight later on.
Daggett still, he's gonna find the weakness. There it is, no problems this time. Good stuff, Daggett.
So Stuffing is gonna be the first to go to Pico's room and see if we're gonna find what weakness here. He gonna stick with Buster, see if Buster's the weakness. We're weakness diving, and it's quick boomerang.
And not to forget about the racers that are not being restreamed. Mega Kyle and Prodigy are in this race as well. Looks like Mega Kyle's actually in the lead, if I'm taking tabs correctly, in the IRC, as he has claimed Pico before Stuffing Things here. So Stuffing Things still trying to wrap his fight up here. Squidman's in as well. They're finding Quick Boomerang as the Pico weakness.
It's worth noting there are still 2 other weaknesses they could find, but usually whenever you find the first weakness, it's usually the one they stick with unless that weakness is a bad weakness. As in, like, the weapon usage is too high, or it takes too many hits in order to kill it, especially for said weapon consumption. There are so many elements to the Pico fight that can make it really, really tedious and also dangerous. But of course, Stuffing and Squid wind up having quick boomerangs, so all of that is mitigated.
Yeah, that Pico fight can be pretty rough. Some of those weaknesses, especially without E-tanks. Yeah, because Pico hits pretty hard.
Yes, he does.
And Siberian Bull finding his way to the dragon now.
Dag is on his Pico fight, but right now we gotta really tame Wily 3. Nothing really notable there. The enemies are pretty easy to work around. all we just gotta do is just figure out what the Gus tank weakness is gonna be, and Wily 3 will be just walk in the park.
Yeah, that's some pretty blue water there. Bluish green, I like it.
Surprisingly clean for a Wily septic tank.
I know, right? I must have just cleaned out the had their monthly inspection or something.
What do they do? Like bleach the water, maybe?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know exactly how the process goes. They definitely went through it, put some chlorine in it or something. The chemicals, tabs, I don't know.
Anyway, looks like Leaf Shield is one of the Gus tank weaknesses, and they decided to just damage trade them. There is another weakness that they could find, but I guess they just chose to stick with Leaf Shield. Leaf Shield is not a bad weakness in spite of the need to damage trade, because if you're able to damage trade properly, you will never have to drain a Leaf Shield. So it's not that bad of a weakness, but it looked to be pretty weak, and they were forced to use the E-Tank to save face. So I wonder if the trade-off was worth it.
Well, Squid found his way in front, but just as soon as I was thinking that, actually gonna miss an item 3 placement and drop down a screen, letting stuff and things get in front. These guys are really neck and neck on.
Squid's going for a vertical zip. He can take the lead if he's successful.
Looks like he's got it.
So right now, Squidman is stuffing things, which are actually two of our stronger Mega Man 2 randomizer runners, are really just a few pixels ahead between each other. So it's really up in the air depending on who's gonna take first place in this one. It's all depend on what the seed gives them, because the seed can be really brutal towards the end.
Yeah, dare I say, Megacop's already done the blue beams, so I don't know how those guys are like. And Prodigy doesn't update in RRC, so ain't no telling where he's at, man. I can only imagine.
Daggett finds that our second weakness for the Gus tank is actually Metal Blade, but it's actually not a good Metal Blade. You only get one use per Metal Blade, so you only got 28 Metal Blades to use. So a very low supply of Metal Blades.
Right, yeah, he's gonna refill. Don't blame him. Not a bad idea. Always good to go into these bosses with as much weapon energy per weapon, just in case, you know. It's better to take the refill, take the time to get it, than to not have enough and have to go back.
Of course. But now we got Squidman is stuffing things neck and neck on the Blue Beam fight. It's all dependent on what is the weakness. Who finds the weakness first? And it's air. Squidman finding air very quickly while Stuffing is still digging for weaknesses, and Squidman takes himself in for how close they are. This is a really notable lead.
Yep, stuff's out as well.
So Squidman might be at least a Robot Master or two ahead, depending on the refights and how Squidman deals with those. But Squidman and Stuffing things are just going at each other's throats right now. In the meanwhile, Daggett is still going through Wily 4, and Siberian Bull is about halfway done with Wily 3, pulling up the rear, at least for our 4 showcase racers. Right,
yeah, and nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, he's here doing his best, and it's really good. I mean, obviously, it's 29:03 so far, and Wily 3. That's not bad at all. Especially with his lack of experience compared to the other runners.
Wow! What
did I miss?
Boomerang! Goodness, Quick Boomerang is a super weakness for heat. Holy crap!
Very nice, very nice. Love to see a find like that. I think I found something last race that took Metal Blade took heat out pretty well last race. Probably not that good. Some of these weapons can do like major damage, like almost clear life, or at least do half damage, which is pretty neat. when you find
Yeah,
them.
actually, those super weaknesses are actually a more recent addition to this version as well. There were much more balanced weaknesses in prior versions. The new weakness set is actually more attributed to how vanilla Mega Man works in some cases. You know, like how Metal Man is weak to his own weapon and just dies in probably about 1 or 2 blades. That's pretty much how the Quick Boomerang worked against Heatman in this regard.
Speaking about Metal Man, both of these guys, taking them out, they've got one Robot Master left. They are neck and neck, literally. Like, sync. Right there. Boom. Perfect. That was awesome. Man.
Daggers and Boo being trying to find the weakness. He needs to find air as soon as possible. While Siberian Bull is just starting his ascent through Wily 4. But right now, we are looking at an extremely tight race between Stuffing Things and Squidman. It is going nuts right now between these two.
Yeah, both in on the machines. Squid in like maybe a second before.
Well, we found Buster being a weakness yet again for the Wily machine.
Yeah, that's always a nice find.
Well, while these two runners were going, actually we already have a finished racer. One of our off-screen racers already finished the run. Prodigy coming in with official SRL time, first place in 31 minutes and 16 seconds.
Yep, GG's the Prodigy. My bad. Prodigy. Good stuff to Prodigy. He making it out.
Well, he ain't the only one. We actually, 2 of our off-screen runners are already done. Mega Cow coming in with an official SRL time of 31 minutes and 56 seconds, coming in second place, improving his personal best by over 2 minutes.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, good stuff to Mega Kyle. I know he's been working pretty hard at the randomizer, so yeah, here we go. Alright, we got an orange and red. Time to see who comes in next between Squid and Stuff. We're right here. That's this is first for the restream, so we'll see what happens here. Oh, Stuff finds wood.
The second page gamble failed for Squidman. Stuffing Things need to be careful. He wisely pops in his Z-Tank. Squidman finds wood. Oh, what in the world?
Bro.
Oh,
like a sync finish. That was a photo finish right there.
A photo finish? Nothing. That is a legit tie. Both of these runners coming in third place. Both of them coming in with a 32-24. We got ourselves a tie in this race.
Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, legit tie, SRL times and everything. And that happens to be a race PB for Stuffing Things as well by 1 second. Bro, who ties? That's crazy. Very nice, very nice. These guys. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it's not every day that you see a tie in speedrunning races. And that is a legit tie. Oh, and I guess it's good to mention, if you guys didn't see the seed names, the last seed we raced was called Freedom, and this seed is America, since July 4th is right around the corner, so we figured we'd do it before the holiday instead of after. But, you know, I mean, that's a USA holiday. We like our international guys too, of course, but yeah, we like to have some fun with some of the seed meme names. That's just for the community races. As far as the tournament goes, those will be randomized.
Yeah, for those that are wondering what the seed names were for this, the first seed was Freedom, and the current one is America.
America, yeah. There you go. Yeah, pretty awesome stuff. Squidman and Stuffing Things hitting this tie. And yeah, Daggett's right behind him. Siberian Bull, the refights. So we'll see who finishes next. I mean, Daggett could run into some trouble with the alien. Siberian Bull could clean sweep the rest of these bosses and take it. So we'll see. Never count him out. But we'll see. We'll see Daggett making his way. We'll see how quick he can find the wood weakness for the alien.
All right, Daggy, what you gonna do? Are you gonna go second pace first? Or you gonna go first pace first? And Daggy decides to stick with first pace, so he should be finding his leaf shield weakness very shortly. So Daggy should be close along finishing very shortly. If he can aim it correctly. And there we go. We got Daggett finishing. And he comes in 5th place with official SRL time of 35 minutes and 21 seconds. GG to Daggett.
Yes, sir. GG indeed. Daggett gonna make it out. And yeah, Siberian Bull taking Crashman down. He's still got a little bit to go, but doing really well. And I don't believe we have a audio for him, unfortunately. I believe he's in the what's it called, chat. So we're just gonna listen to the ending music for Daggett while Bull finishes up. He's in the community chat right now, so his audio is not available for us, but he's on the machine. Let's cheer him on and we'll see how quickly he can take out. He's looking for a weakness for the machine. Oh, tries the Buster, finds it.
Just a reminder, if the Buster is weak for the Wily machine, it's always weak on both phases. So finding Buster is a pretty big boon, so you don't have to be digging for weapons and wasting unnecessary weapon ammo. But anyway, Siberian Bull about to come up on Victory Road. Let's give it up for Siberian Bull. He's been slowly improving his randomizer run, so he's been improving despite his short time messing around with the rando and all.
Yeah, I think he posted a 36 as a PB the other day, or today. It was earlier today. Good stuff to him for sure. Definitely grinding it out, trying to get better. I like that. And if you guys want to join the community, by all means, please come and join one of our 2 discords, either the tournament discord here or the community discord, and we can set you guys up. We do races every Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 9 p.m. for me for Central, but yeah, and 7 p.m. on the West Coast if you're one of those guys. And
one of those guys, he says. What are you trying to imply?
I mean, you West Coast guys are pretty cool guys. One of those guys. I don't know. Not implying anything bad. Just saying, if you're one of those guys over there on the West Coast, that's what.
Anyway, Siberian Bull is going against the alien. About to find his leaf shield weakness after his second page gamble failed. He should be coming up very shortly. Couple of more shots, and there we go. We just finished our last race with Siberian Bull coming in 6th place with official SRL time of 38 minutes and 19 seconds. GG to all our racers for both races.
Yeah, definitely. And Siberian Bull improving his race PB by 1 minute and 13 seconds. So
that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, that's 2 PBs in a race with tie. This race was for America, and for these guys have made it. I mean, hey, you can't ask for a better race than that. That was pretty awesome. Man, yeah.
But yeah, that pretty much concludes our showcase race for today. We got one more showcase race next week, and after that will be the official start of the Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament. Once again, we're still taking entries. Once again, we're stressing any and all skill levels are welcome. Of course, Charlie Boy being our organizer.
Yes, that's me. Yeah, any all skill any and all skill levels are welcome. You don't have to run every day to be able to join. I mean, people have joined, and just because these times are like say sub 40 or pretty good, don't let that intimidate you. Don't let it scare you. I mean, hey, practicing for the event that I went to DreamHack not that long ago, and whatnot. I was practicing. I was getting times as low as 50. So I mean, these seeds have been pretty decent to nice today. I'll say that. Some seeds can get pretty ugly. Some seeds, not so much sometimes. So don't be afraid to hop in to our Discord. I linked it in the chat for you guys. You guys hop in there. Get familiar. We're looking for commentators for the tournament itself. It starts next. We have one more showcase race. We have one more showcase race, which is next Sunday, and then the tournament's going to start the day after. So make sure to join that. There is a vote going on right now. I believe show stage names is in the lead. We're voting to see whether our tournament is going to be with stage names or without. So yeah, I mean, I hope to see you guys join the tournament. Hope to see you guys join the Discord, join the community, come race with us. 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, anything else you got, Creed?
No, I think we should just go ahead and wrap things up. So,
oh, one more thing. Make sure to follow these runners. Yeah,
of course, follow the yes.
We actually might be doing a third race, not showcase by SpeedGaming. But you guys can come to our personal channels, maybe shit or something. Yeah, we might be doing a third race tonight. You never know. So yeah, make sure to follow these guys. Follow myself. Follow LV Creed. Anything else, Creed?
No, now I think we can officially wrap up now. So of course, thanks to SpeedGaming for allowing us to showcase this randomizer and going to be hosting the tournament immediately after. Of course, thank Duckfist who created the randomizer. Of course, thank you, Charlie Boy, for organizing the event and helping me with co-commentary.
Yes, of course. Anytime.
Of course, shout out to Siberian Bull who also helped me with commentating the first race. And with this, I think we're done here. So for Charlie Boy and everyone else that were participating in the race, this is LV Creed signing out. Hope everyone has a good night.
Hey, thanks everybody. I'll see you guys next time. See y'all next week. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See y'all.